Can you hear me?
Yes.
First of all, I need to discuss with you is the subform. Okay. Um, Now, basically, what's a subform? Uh, First of all, um, I need to show you something. That if I open up both names, you okay, or let me open up both specs. Okay. If I open up both specs, you can see is that I can see this plus. Can you see this plus? This basically means
Yes.
that this boat model is a primary key, and if I click on this, this means that this primary key is related to this foreign key, which is in some other table. This primary key is related to the foreign key. This is related to the foreign key. This means this plus basically means a primary key relationship is being established with a foreign key relationship. Is this point clear? That's why this is there. This will only
Okay. Yes. Hello. So how did you make this form? Yes. Mhm. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. Mhm.
And if I open up this table,
Yes.
this table has the record. Now, what is the difference? Remember, this is a table, and remember that the output of this in a query is a query. So, till now we have discussed this as query, not making table. So, what we are doing today is that we are creating a table out of a query. You get my point?
Yes.
Now, why is it important to discuss this? I'll tell you why. There could be any sort of question. This has not come in any of the papers till now, but it can. Um, there is one activity I will ask you to do today. After this class, I will send you one activity on my website. It will have all these random points of access, advanced databases. Okay, you have to complete it. I'll send you today. So the examiner might say that you have to basically cut down a table into separate tables after importing and then make a relationship. But obviously, in this case, one-to-one relationship will be created. But yes, this could be asked. Let me discuss the rest as well. The next that we have is append. Okay. For append, what I'll do is
Yes.
both in model region, right? For append, what I'll do is I'll just make some changes. Okay, but before I discuss append, let me discuss something else. Let me add this table. Oops, I'm so sorry. Are you with me?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I will discuss over here is update. Well, what do I mean by update? By update, what I mean is that let's say I want to update this. Click on update. After update, I will discuss append. I'll click on update. It will say you want to
No.
update criteria this to what? To let's say Manhattan. I want to do it to let's say I don't know. I don't know. I'll make it like right. So if I run this, it will say you're about to update three rows. Are you sure you want to? Yes, I want to do so. If I open up this table now, you will see is I have updated it. Any problem?
No.
Right. So you know what update basically is. Now I will discuss another point. The next one. I will again add
Yes.
is this, and I will add the following here. Now I will discuss append. What you know what will I do? I will append Sun Seekers Manhattan table with the boat names table. You know what this concept is? First, let me do it, then I'll explain you theoretically as well. I'll click on append. Can you see the screen? Because it's important to discuss this, okay? Okay. So I will append this with
Yes.
uh, boat names. And I will say okay. And I will run this. It says you're about to append 3 rows. Yes. Fine. Let me open up boat names and let's see what do I have here. Oh, sorry. Do you see? I have Islamabad here, which was not here before. These three records.
Yes. Yes.
So what's happening? In append, obviously it's important that the field names have to be the same.
Yes.
My field names in this table were the same as my field names over here. First point. Appending means that you will select records from one table and you will paste them in some other table. This is the basic concept of append. I think so you get the point. And the concept basically comes from the concept of master file and transaction file. Do you know the payroll system, the master file and transaction file? The master file and transaction file, during the month, there are different calculations done, commissions calculated, a new person might have joined in. So at the end of the month, the master file is basically integrated with the transaction file. We don't always directly update changes in the master file. We have a transaction file where we make the changes, and then we integrate the transaction with master file. And the beginning of the month in the payroll system, beginning of the month we have is a new master file. So every month the new master file, when it goes till the end,
Yes.
becomes
So over here the master
a
file will
master
be
file
both
combining
names
with transaction file, and the
and the
cycle goes on.
transaction file
This
Sunseeker.
is how it's done. You get the point. So you can say that's my transaction file,
Yes, I got it.
which has been integrated with the master file. Is the point clear? Can you hear me?
Yes. So over here the master file will be both names
Yes.
and the transaction file
Yes.
Sunseeker.
Yeah. Did you get the point about the payroll system I explained to you, or should I explain again? Did you get it?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. The next what we have is obviously I'm sure you know it, um, is about, but still I need to demonstrate it. So if I add boat names and if I, let's say, add these, and if I, let's say, I want to get rid of Sunseeker Manhattan. Do you remember Sunseeker Manhattan was actually in the original table? That's why I didn't tamper with it. So yeah, I have delete. I'm not discussing cross tab from here. I'll click on delete. Now what I want to do is I want to delete what? This. So if I run this, it say you're about to delete 3 rows. Are you sure you want to do so? Because when you say yes, your data from the original table will be deleted. Remember this. So yes, I'll do that. Now if I go back to boat names, you will see is that I don't have those three over here. Now all this discussion is important because maybe during the exam in P4 you might get question where doing it otherwise will be a very tedious task. Maybe examiner says that randomly there are some records in a field that are no more required. Please
Yes.
delete them. So manually it will take time. Maybe you can do this. So I wanted to discuss these three
Yes.
points with you. They're important. Okay, right. Now let me give me a second. Let me just think of and ask you other things. Do you remember how to create labels? Remember that in
Yes.
orals you did it. You still remember that, right?
Yes.
Great. You know how to. I'm just asking. You know how to group data through the report wizard.
Yes.
Good. We have discussed in automation in advanced access
Yes.
how to make a combo box and retrieve the data through combo box. Remember?
Yes. Yes.
And then we learned how to
Yes, we
make
did.
radio buttons in a form and how to connect the radio buttons with the report, which was known as the invoice. Remember? All we had to do was give a path. Forms,
Yes.
form 1, frame 4. Remember we did that? Oh,
Yes.
we did tour Africa, didn't we?
You are doing
Yes, we
the
did.
AS
Yes,
level.
that is really
So
important.
there was the last
Remember,
part
tour
where
Africa is
you
very,
are
very important.
explaining me three types of
Remember that.
relationships or something like this.
I will be asking you to do more, but okay. Let me see what else. That's five. I don't want to miss any point because I was a bit surprised
Yes.
that
Yes.
subform is such a basic thing, and how did we
No, I
forget
don't
not to
remember at
discuss it?
all.
Okay, can you do one thing now? Do you
You
do?
are doing the AS level. So there was the last part where you are explaining me three types of relationships or something like this.
Ah, very good, very good, very good. Yes, yes, yes. Let me discuss that again. Probably you're talking about the joint type. Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you remember what
Yes.
this is?
No.
No, I
No.
don't remember at all.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, by default, you always have is the first option that says, if you can see the screen, if it's
Mhm.
clear, it says only include rows where the joint fields from both tables are equal. Which means is that it will always give me an output, an outcome, where I have records in table 1 and I have records in table 2. This is how it works by default. Any problem?
So the output
Second
is
option means
A, B, C, D.
include all records
Yes.
from both specs and only these records from both names where the joint fields are equal, which means
Mhm.
that if I have, let's say, A, B, C, D in table 1 and I have A, B, C, D, I, J in table 2, it will give preference to all the records which are in the first table, not in the second table. You get the point? I have two tables. I
So
have,
the output
sorry, can you listen?
is A, B, C, D.
Yes, which means
Yes.
randomly I'll talk about. I have some records which are in table 1 and I have some records in table 2. But preference will be given, if for the second option, preference will be given to those records which are in table 1 and they will show up. Okay? Which are in table 1 and are also in table 2. And the third option says
Mhm.
that include all records from both names and only those records from both specs where the joint fields are equal. Now this is the opposite one, which means the one that you have on the right compared to the one on the left.
So say if table A has A, B, C,
Get the
D
point?
and table B has
By
A, B,
default,
C, D or I, J,
the
something like
option
that,
one is that
then it
include all
will
the
only
records
give the records
that
of A, B,
are
C,
in
D.
both tables.
That's all.
Okay? Joint fields from both tables are equal. Second option, all records where those records
Okay.
uh, where the first table has the records. Is this clear?
So say if table A has A, B, C, D and
Yes.
table B has A, B, C, D or I, J, something like that,
Right.
then it will only give the records of A, B, C, D. That's all.
Yes. The activity that I'm going to give you, when you will solve that activity, this concept will be clear automatically. Okay?
And so you have to know
That
advanced
activity includes even
Excel.
this point. That activity has lots of points that probably you have not discussed before.
Yeah, like does Excel come in paper
Okay,
4?
that activity also has what else?
But it's only the basic things of AS, isn't it? Or there are some other points.
And so you have to know advanced Excel.
What do you mean advanced Excel?
Yeah, like does Excel come in paper 4?
Excel can come in paper 4. Yes, it can.
But it's only the basic things of AS, isn't it? Or there are some other points.
No, sir, I didn't
Let
watch
me
it. I
revise
was doing
Excel again with
animations
you
then.
once, okay? You know, paper 4 is very unpredictable. They can give you Excel again. Okay? Be ready for it. Although Excel is not very tough module, I don't think so. It's very tough for you.
Yeah, it is. I
I
have
think
to
you're good in
still
Excel.
then start again the
But
papers.
let's revise Excel once more. Tell me about your JavaScripting. You were doing one paper and you asked me to provide a solution.
Around
Was that
5 minutes. It's so I take so much of time.
No, sir, I didn't watch it. I was doing animations then.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, so fine. I will not push you. Do module by module. In fact, I told you as well, exactly. Do module by module. And how is your
Okay,
animation
so
now? Is it
can
better
we
now?
just do any animation activity with you, at least one?
Yeah, it is. I have to still then start again the paper.
And how much
Like
time do
the
you
one
take
in
to
May,
do
June
one animation
2017.
paper question?
Around 5 minutes.
I
So
couldn't do
I
it.
take so much of time.
And there was also a mail
That's
merge
this you
in
have that you have to
2017
work
May,
on.
June. We
Because
had
you
to
know
do
what,
something with
time management is
database,
an issue
cross
with people,
tab
I'm telling you.
query. So I didn't know why we were
Okay?
doing that.
So,
I watched a video
because,
on.
Okay, so can we just do any animation activity with you, at least one?
like what? Like which one?
Like the one in May, June 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
And there was also a mail merge in 2017 May, June.
Yeah.
We had to do something with database, cross-tab query. So I didn't know
Yes,
why we were doing that.
Okay. I'll discuss with
I
you.
watched a video on it.
okay.
I'll discuss that afterwards. Let's first do animation perfectly. Let's do Java perfectly. Then let's do mail merge perfectly. Okay. Let's do module by module. I think so. The idea is good. But there is another thing. Please don't forget theory. I hope you're giving it time. It doesn't mean that if we start
Yes,
practical, yeah, we only do practical. Okay.
okay.
Can you send me the paper that you're saying? Let me solve it with you.
And so I get confused when they say make a suitable fade in and fade out of the picture. Like it should fade in into another picture and fade out to another picture.
And so I get confused when they say make a suitable fade in and fade out
Okay.
of the picture. Like it should fade in into another picture and fade out to another
So I
picture.
think I
Mm-hmm.
sent you the wrong
So
page. That's
you could not do that.
2017. I think.
Let me do it with you. Let me do it.
Okay. So I think I sent you the wrong page.
Okay.
That's 2017. I think.
Okay.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Um, this logo. I need a logo, and can I use any file for this? Is it fine? I just have to explain you, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The
Yes.
animation must. Are you listening? Can I start?
Yes.
Okay. The animation must meet the following requirement. The aspect ratio of the animation must be set to 512 by 288. So, 550 by, right?
Yes.
At the start of the animation, the background must be pale blue. Okay? At the start of the animation, the background must be pale blue. So I will make it pale blue. Right? Done. You can actually take this
No.
with a pencil, the point that you're done, to be sure of. It's a very good way. Always take. Okay, and you can even take twice to be sure to compare that you have done that point and it has been implemented. I'm talking about the exam. Okay, so once to that you've done, and take twice, one, two. Second take will be to be sure that is it actually working the way you wanted it to work. If you have time to check, anyway. After 2 seconds, the text
No.
hungry. After the text, 2 seconds, the text hungry must appear. Okay, a letter at a time. Once a letter appears, it remains on the screen. The timing for each successive letter appearing must be zero point 0.5 second. The text must be white, 48 point. The text must then disappear.
Yes.
Okay, so what we
Yes.
need to do is after 2 seconds, so we have to see over here in the timeline. We have over here is, if I come here, uh, 20, I will say insert keyframe. And if you can see over here is what I have is, no, this is 0.8 seconds. I need to do more. So I'll drag it. This is exactly 2 seconds. Can you see down here? Is it
The
clear? Can you see
screen
this?
stop.
Yes.
Okay, great. So 2 seconds.
Yes.
So after 2 seconds, I need one. I have to type hungry. Once a letter appears, it remains on the screen. The timing for each successive letter appearing must be zero point 0.5 seconds, right? So I'll add a new layer. I will come here and I will say insert keyframe, right? Okay, and I can even name this
Okay.
as hungry, right? Hungry. Okay, the video lecture is being recorded, so you can have a look. Now I'll come here and please don't get stuck. Nope. Okay, I'll come here and I will type over here is H, and this even set the size, which is supposed to be 48 and white. So and serif font, did they mention that? Sans serif font. So I'll select this. um, I'll make it 48.
Yes.
I'll make it white, and Times New Roman is serif. You know that, right? So I need is sans serif. So I will use is, let's say, word Arial. Arial is good. Fine. So I have
Yes.
H. Now what they want is that H should appear for zero point 0.5 seconds. So let's say I will come till here. I'm where
2.1.
I'm at 50th frame. So let me just come here, click here and see. Insert keyframe. I'm at 52. So this is 2.1. No, I'll press Control Z. I'm supposed to come till here. Insert keyframe. Where am I?
On 2.1.
One.
Yes.
So basically, one second, because we are going at
Yes.
24 24 frames per second. This is 2.3 seconds. So we want 0.5 seconds. So this means we need to come till here. This will be 2.5. This is 0.5. You get the point or not?
Yes.
So now what I'll do is, in the same place, I will come here and I will type U. You get the point? And now what
Yes.
I'll do is, I'm 60, so I'll come at 70 and I will say insert keyframe again. And I'll come here and I will come at 80, insert keyframe. G, I will come at 90, insert
Yes.
keyframe. R, I will come at 100, insert keyframe. Y. So what's happening if I press enter? Oops, sorry. Y. So get the point?
Yes.
Okay, let's go proceed further. The text must be white, 48 points. The text must then disappear. Okay, now in order to make it disappear, didn't mention how it will disappear. Oh, we'll see that. Let's go to the next point. We will make it disappear. The text must then
So,
disappear. They did not
must it
mention
appear from the
should it
beginning or
disappear
now?
gradually or at once or in any way. The image man.png must appear in the bottom right corner of the frame in suitable size. Okay. A white rectangle must appear in the center. Okay. So we need to have is now
So, must it appear from the beginning or
the image
now?
man must appear in the
No,
bottom
I
right
go to
corner of the
file
frame in
and
suitable size.
import
No,
to
after
state.
it. Obviously, it's in sequence. So I'll add a new layer, and over here I
Yes.
will say insert keyframe. I'll press Control R. I don't know. Do I have any image? I could have used. Oh no,
Mm.
I should have not done this anyway. Uh, you know how to import, right? Control R. You know that, right?
No.
No, I go to file and import to state.
Okay, yeah. So can I just consider this as a man? Is it fine? I don't have it right now.
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay. Let me complete it, then we will see. Okay. Obviously, you can see is that once I'm here, they said hungry should disappear. So it has disappeared, and then man is appearing. You can see that, right? So we are following the
Yes.
instructions. Okay.
No.
Okay. Right. A white rectangle must appear in the center of the frame. The rectangle must be suitable size. So they did not say that the man should disappear. Okay. I will name this as man, and I will add a new layer. This is for the white space. So I'll say insert keyframe, and I need is a white space over here. You get my point? I'll read again.
Yes.
A white rectangle must appear in the center of the frame. The rectangle must be suitable size to display a short sentence. In the rectangle, the text our staff must be displayed. Let me just copy this. Must be displayed for 3 seconds. The text must fade in and fade out. In the rectangle, the text this must be displayed for seconds. Right. The text in the rectangle must be black. The rectangle and the man must disappear. Right. So, um, both of these will remain. This will remain and this will remain. For how long? Well, for 3 seconds. Let me extend this. We can delete it afterwards if you want to. I will say insert keyframe and I will insert keyframe, right? Now this is my white rectangle, okay? But I will add a new layer for the text, and this text will appear over here. Insert keyframe. So I'll type the text over here. Did they mention the size of the text? No, they did not. So I'll simply press Ctrl A and I'll make it black. I will make it, let's say 28. Oh, I'll make it 22.
Yes.
So that's my text. Let me read again. So in the rectangle, the text this must be displayed for 3 seconds. The text must fade in and fade out. So over here, where am I? I am at 4.2 seconds. So 3 seconds means 3 seconds this thing, right? It means 7.2. Am I right?
Yes.
So if I click here, where am I? I'm at 6.2. No, I need 7.2. I'll extend this more. I need to extend 3 of them. This is for my man logo. This is for my text box, for my the rectangle, and this is for the text.
No.
Okay. So where am I? I'm just doing it approximately.
So
7.3,
where is
quite
that
close. But
circle
don't worry.
mark?
I just need to get one step back. How do we do it?
Is that
Just
circle mark
select.
important?
Just select this one step back.
The
Right
one
click
that is when
and
you insert a
say,
keyframe or a rectangle comes
wait,
and a
remove frames.
circle on.
Where am I? 7.2. Any problem?
No.
7.2, 7.2, 7.2. Now what I need to do is, what I need
So
to,
where is that circle mark?
sorry, what?
Is that circle mark important?
What circle mark?
The one that is when you insert a keyframe or a rectangle comes
Oh, that
and
doesn't
a
matter. I'll do it again.
circle
Oh,
on.
I can say is insert keyframe again. Here you go. It's okay. I can even insert it again, or even if I don't, doesn't matter. Now you'll see what I have to do. I have to do is fade in, fade out. So what I'll do is, I'll come here, somewhere in the or in the middle, before middle, insert keyframe, and you know what should I done was, let me not confuse you. Right click, create classic twin, remember that. Come here, insert keyframe, come here, insert keyframe. In the beginning, click on this one, okay, click on the text, click on the first frame, and color effect say alpha.
Yes.
So appears for a while, come at the end, and click on the text. Remember this, click at the end, click on the text, come to alpha and make it 0. What's happening? Within 3 seconds, on a white rectangle, my text appears and disappears. Is this not what the examiner is asking us? The text must fade in
Yes.
and fade out. In the rectangle, the text this must be displayed for 3 seconds. The text must fade in, same process again. So this means that if I extended my this from 100 till let's say
248.
176, I need to extend it more. I need to do some calculation. This means I need to extend it 170 plus 74 is, because we need to do is exact. Where am I? Where am I to be exact? I'm at 174. So 174 plus 74 is how much? 174 plus 74?
248.
Huh?
248.
248. So this is 250, this is 248. So I'll right click and I will say insert keyframe. I'll right click, I'll say insert keyframe. I will right click and I will say insert keyframe. Right? But what do I have to do? I have to add another layer which will start from here. Are you following me? When this text fades, our staff, I'll right click, say insert keyframe, and I will paste the new text that we want. I will make it center. Now you can see the examiner is not telling us exactly where the text should be. Now this is your obviously aesthetic sense of the student to think over it. Obviously center will look nice. Insert keyframe, create classic twin, and create classic twin. So again, not mentioned, I'll randomly do it, same step. So I'll come in the beginning, I will come to style, I will come to alpha and I'll make it 0. I'll come at the end, I'll click on the text, I will make alpha 0. Are we done with this point? Till here? Any problem till here?
No.
Good, I'm recording the lecture, you can have a look again. The text in the rectangle must be black to 32 point serif point. You know, it's really important for us to read the question. I forgot to do this. I made it 22. Okay. Anyway, always read ahead. Fine.
Yes.
The rectangle and the image must disappear. Okay, fine. We will make it disappear. We can make it disappear, but let's go ahead and see. The logo created in task 1 must appear small in the center of the frame. The logo must grow to fill most of the frame and rotate 360 degrees as it grows. The logo must then display for 2 seconds. Right. So, obviously, I will not extend this more because they said both of these to disappear. So, I'll add a new layer and this new layer will be for my logo. Right. So, over here, I will say insert keyframe. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
I'll insert a logo. So I have to do is like control R now. And I'll go to the desktop. And do I have a lighter one? This is pretty heavy. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll just reduce the size. I mean, I don't have it. I'm just using any. So, right? Now, what they're saying is, let me reduce it a bit. Let me read the question again. The logo created in step 1 must appear in small center of the frame. The logo must grow to fill most of the frame and rotate 360 as it grows. The logo must be for 2 seconds. Okay. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to calculate that it has to go for 2 seconds. We will do that. But initially, the size of this has to be small. So, it's a very good way to press shift and reduce the size. Don't reduce it otherwise. You'll distort the aspect ratio.
Yes.
Now I will let's say come till here, 290, insert keyframe. And now I will do my calculation again. So over here, I was at 10.4 and now I'm at 12. No, it should be 12.4, Hanam? Yes or no?
Yes.
One more. So it's 12.4, right? I will do is,
Yeah.
I will come here and I will say insert keyframe. Oh, not insert keyframe, sorry. Create classic twin and create classic twin. So we have to grow it and we have to rotate it. So I will divide it into 4 sections. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I will insert one keyframe here. And what I will do now is I will increase it a bit and I will rotate it this much. Then I will come here. I will say insert keyframe. Uh, Fine. Press shift and increase the
Yes.
size. So what's happening is, let's see. No. It rotates. Why does it go back? It should not. I will make it this much. Right.
Yeah, we go to actions.
Get the point?
And
It's
Yes.
only that this has to place somewhere over here so that it's exactly, it doesn't go really fast. Although the exam did not mention exactly, but fine, we are rotating it and we're increasing the size. The animation must be set to loop. It will be in loop. Obviously, you're not stopping it. Okay, remember how to stop the timeline? Did we
well,
discuss that?
so we do that
Yeah, we go to
enter, so
action.
the
Actions,
file is
exactly.
automatically
Very good.
generated, isn't it?
The animation must be exported in suitable format for display. So we have to save it in FLA file format, and control enter will be why? Will be for SWF,
Okay, yes.
right?
Yes.
Well, so we do that enter, so the file is automatically generated,
Yes,
isn't it?
SWF file is automatically generated. But we have to give the examiner the FLA file and the SWF file. Just like in Illustrator, even if the examiner does not say to provide your SVG file, you have to give the SVG file. Get the point?
Okay,
Right?
yes.
Right? So let me just pause it, stop it, pause it right now, because it's become 50 minutes almost, it will become too heavy.